Hello, my friends. Thanks so much for your prayers. The city council meeting went very well, and unfortunately, I didn't get all of my speech in the video here. I got some video of some other people speaking and ran out of memory, but I'm working on that, solving that technical issue, you could say. But anyways, one thing I shared to the council is that UCI did a study, and the cost of public services to the taxpayer when homeless people are in permanent supportive housing is about 50% lower than when they're on the streets. So it was basically the cost was $51,000 versus $100,000 if you keep them on the street. So according to UCI's study, the $42 million a year would be saved. They would save $42 million a year if the county would house chronically homeless people. They put them in permanent supportive housing. So basically what I told them is that it seems like you can actually produce quite a bit of revenue by helping the poor. And that way you also don't get sued when you're taking people's property and, violating people's rights. A lot of lawsuits going to be coming towards the city. So really it looks like a no-lose situation if these people that even hate the homeless would help them, because one of their big complaints is, well, the taxpayer is paying too much. Well, now you're going to be paying more when you attack the poor than if you were to help them. So why waste their own money? That's kind of what they're doing. But anyways, I also left the point that even convicted felons have a right to housing and bathrooms. So why not the homeless and the poor? There's a homeless woman that recently lost all her property, and her property is actually in an area where she had permission to be there. So that happened recently in Anaheim also. The code enforcement or police, whichever one it was, came and took all her stuff. So that's still happening. So I'm encouraging them, of course, to repeal these discriminatory and selectively enforced laws that target the poor and the homeless, like the ones about not storing property in public, when they let the people that are not homeless store property in public. But if they see a homeless person doing that, they'll take all their stuff from them. So that's happening all the time. So please keep the homeless in prayer here in Anaheim. And if you'd like to join my Facebook group, Homeless Advocates for Christ, please share this video, and I will go ahead and let you watch the rest of the speakers. And please pray for all that. God would help us to be a powerful voice for the homeless and the poor. And may God bless you as you seek first His kingdom always. Bye-bye.
All of the Anaheim filthy, lying, power-hungry, sodomy-loving council members voted unanimously to pass a city ordinance that allowed the Anaheim police to seize and destroy the property of the homeless in Anaheim. Later, Chris Murray promoted, and the Anaheim Council unanimously passed, everyone, the second part of Disneyland's Operation Home Safe program that changed any minor infraction for a homeless person into a criminal misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail. In May of this year, Chris Murray, with the help of the Anaheim staff members, promoted Disneyland's program's third part, which was to create unhealthy conditions to get rid of the homeless in Anaheim. The porta potties facilities were removed from the homeless at the river trail, even though porta potties were not within Anaheim jurisdictions. Anaheim's purpose was to create an epidemic of hepatitis A here in Anaheim, similar to the 16 hepatitis deaths in the San Diego homeless population. This month, Chris Murray implemented Disneyland's fourth part of Operation Home Safe with the votes from all 7 of the filthy, lying, power-hungry, sodomy-loving council members. Disneyland's Operation Home Safe has almost a dozen police at a time patrolling the river trail, arresting a few homeless each time on minor infractions that have been made into jailable misdemeanors by the Anaheim City Council. For further information concerning Disneyland and the Anaheim City Council's criminal actions against the people and homeless of Anaheim, please read the front page of last Sunday's LA Times. The LA Times is telling the truth, and Mayor Kate and the other council members do not. Thank you for your time.
Good evening. You have 3 minutes.
My name's Renee. I've been to the last couple
council meetings encouraging the public and members of the council to attend the Gustavo Najar's wrongful death trial against German Alvarez, an Anaheim police officer. His trial, wrongful death trial, has been postponed. Today it was scheduled for today, for the first day, just in case anybody was interested in seeking the truth about the Anaheim Police Department. Again, Gustavo Najar's wrongful death trial has been postponed until further notice. On the other hand, Manuel Diaz's wrongful death trial has not, and it is scheduled for October 24th at the Reagan Federal Building in Santa Ana. Officer Nick Benalik will be on trial again. This is the second wrongful death trial for Nick Benalik killing Manuel Diaz. Please, I implore this council, members of the public, anybody who's on the fence about what's going on with the Anaheim Police Department and the murder that they commit and get away with, please go support the Manuel Diaz family. Again, that's October 24th at the Reagan Federal Building. This is the second wrongful death trial. I would like to make mention of Anthony Sanchez. Anthony Sanchez was shot and killed by Darren Wyatt, an Anaheim officer, the public spokesman for Anaheim Police. Recently, Anthony Sanchez's case has won an appeal. So that will be coming up for us all who seek the truth about the Anaheim Police. We can learn the truth about what happened. What happened to Anthony Sanchez? Because Anthony Sanchez's life matters. Manuel Diaz's life matters. Gustavo Najar's life matters. And the others, the many, many others who have been murdered by the Anaheim Police, their lives matter. There has been zero accountability to any unreasonable officer in this department. That makes every one of the officers working today in the Anaheim Police Department a liability for public safety, a liability for you guys, and possible harm on the public. Okay, there needs to be accountability in this city on police officers for their unreasonable murderous behavior. Period. There has been none. We will not trust you, and we will not trust the Anaheim Police Department until there is some sort of accountability on these unreasonable known unreasonable officers that have committed murder.
Hi, my name is R.Joshua, founder of the Facebook group Homeless Advocates for Christ. And first, I just like to read Romans chapter 5, verse 8 and 9. But God demonstrates his own love toward us, in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Much more than having been justified by his blood, we shall be saved from wrath through him. So I encourage everyone to give their life to the Lord, to be saved from the wrath to come. We've all sinned. We all need God's grace. None of us can make it any other way but through the blood of Christ to go to heaven. So he had a backpack on his back, just got a Abraham's side.